Aloha ho! This is our second part of our temple overview for Hawaiian Studies 270, lecture number 8. We're starting off with slide number 22, and we're continuing with our understanding of temples. In this set, we're going to be looking at the luakini, or the temples that were used for human sacrifice. Now, what is the purpose of the luakini, or human sacrifice temple? You might think it's just for sacrificing people, but it's not. There are other purposes for this. So let's see what that is. In Hawaiian, the word is ea. It means sovereignty. Everyone say ea. This is a word we're going to hear a lot about because the Luakini temple gives ea, or sovereignty. Ea is also a sign of the akua in the heiau. So those divine elements, those great elements that are worshipped at the temple, when they're there, then the chief, or the mo'i, or perhaps the mo'i wahine, because mo'i wahine did go to Luakini temples, unlike most women, and they were supreme rulers, so they had ea. What does ea mean? It means political control over land, over water, over ocean. That's what ea means. It is that power that the akua give to our political leaders. However, ea also means life breath. It is the life breath of the nation. The ancestors taught that the nation is like a body. The head is the mo'i, or the supreme ruler. The shoulders are the ali'inui, the high chiefs. The right arm are the priests. The left arm are the land managers. The legs are the farmers and the fishermen. Ancestors taught that the nation is like a body. When all parts work together, there is ea, life breath, and sovereignty. As we say, ua mau ke ea o ka aina i ka pono. So ea is an ancient concept of the Hawaiian people, of our ancestors, Kanaka Maoli, La Hui Hawaii. Ea, from the beginning of time. From the time when Papa, the Earth Mother, mated with Wakea, the Sky Father, and born from this genealogy were the Hawaiian Islands, Hawaiian Akua, or gods, the kalo plant, Haloa, the first ali'inui and ancestor of all Hawaiians. You've heard this story before. Now, Hawaiians descend from Akua and from ali'inui. So Ea, the political control over land, is a gift from Papahanaumoku, our grandmother, and from the 400,000 ancestral Akua. Ea, that life breath, but also the political control over land, is her gift to us, her descendants. And here's our saying, Ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono. It actually is a state motto. The sovereignty of the land is perpetuated by righteousness. This was a statement made by Kamehameha III, Kauikeaouli, in 1843, after the British had spent 6 months controlling our country, and Admiral Thomas came from London to say, oh no, it was a mistake. The British did not mean to take over Hawaii. They gave us back our country, our political control over land, and Kamehameha III said, Ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono. Notice the ea. So the question is, pehe ala I pono ai? How shall we be pono? What is right behavior? How do we do right behavior, and how do we know that we've achieved it? In traditional times, the pono ali'inui, or high chief, prayed to ask the akua to dwell in the temple, in the hale vai'ea, the house of divine sovereignty. Let's see what that hale vai'ea is in the temple. Okay, so the hale vai'ea, vai meaning water or essence, ea of sovereignty, is actually right in the very middle of the temple, between the two posts, between the two houses, right in the middle. You go right to the middle, that's the hale vai'ea. And this is where we would worship at this temple. Ku, the Akua of politics and war. Lono, Akua of fertility. Kane, a god of sunlight and fresh water, whose name meant man. And of farming kalo. Kane is the god of that. Kanaloa, a god of the ocean embodied in the He'e, or the octopus. These are worshipped at the temple. Also, Papa, Uli, Haumea, Pele, and the Akua Wahine would need to agree to Ea. So there are certain ceremonies where they are called upon in the Luakini temple to agree that the men have done the right thing in order to achieve Ea, since it's a gift of the female Akua in the first place. And Ali'inui was Pono and had the right to Ea when the Akua agreed. When Ea, or political order, was obtained at the temple, the people rejoiced. This is what David Amano tells us. The people rejoiced. Okay, now go to our next video beginning with slide number 54. Mahalo.